Look at them. They all decide to load in at the same time. Can you believe this? We gotta do something about that. We'll make sure it's not too loud for the video, just in case you're sleeping. And off they go. Came in and left. Crazy. Oh, another batch are coming in. Okay, well, I gotta turn the volume down. So far, so good. I've managed to put 3 of the 6 landing pads down. The base is starting to take some shape. You can see I've got another 3 over here that I gotta clip in. I'm finding that I'm able to move these boxes around. I want to show you something about these boxes. So when you go and you put them on the edge of the building like this, if you put another one right beside it, then you see like a foundation drop in underneath it. As soon as it does that, then you can grab this one and you can move it out in front. And then you can start working your way, taking this one and then moving it out to here, or here, and out to here. And then adding these bins out into the middle of the area. Snap tricks. So there's a number of dishes and this particular thing right here. So we have the scan booster, military grade. Build this to quadruple the range of your hand scanner. Now, there's a couple here. This one doubles the range of my hand scanner. Then this one here 3 times is it. And it looks cool. And this one is a 3 times. So if I want, oh, it looks like I'm missing magnets. So it does an area of effect of 1K. Then it has this dome. I don't know what that deal is. You can just make a dome. So what do you think? Should it go right here? I don't know if we need this one then. We'll just delete it. It's huge. Look at that. That's fun. So I want to compare these storage bays. So it says here holds anything and snaps for containers. I'll try that one. And then we have this one here, which is this tower. We'll put that in, and then we will put this huge tank right here. And then we have this other type of tank. That's the 4 of them. So let's take a look at it. First off, it looks pretty cool, having all 4 of them sitting here. Right, well, this one came from this one corner, which makes me think that maybe I can access it here. Here it is. Alright, good. Storage bay. So, transfer. Okay, so it does hold anything. So this is the only one I think that really works. It's got the storage bay, which is perfect for this one particular bin. You see this row of bins right here? Well, that's the one that needs this particular platform in order to have access to it, because I want it to be close to here. Alright, so you just got to make sure you rotate it first and bring it in. Okay, well then I can't put that there, can I? And it fits so nicely except for that hole that it creates. Yeah, I want it there for sure. Okay, so if I'm gonna replace that, I'm gonna have to hook this up to this. have to start deleting all this. Or I'll just delete this line here. Yeah. And I'll go in, I'll grab everything out of there. We'll see how it goes. Uh-oh. There we go. Filling up. Then there's my fuel system. And I have my main one over here that pretty much everything is hooked up to. But it comes over to here, and then goes over to here, here, down to here, which then goes all the way back over to it again, right? And it also goes over to here where it goes to the incoming. Then I have another one over here, which is connected again to that. No, it's not connected to the main one. It's connected to both the outgoing and, yeah, to the fuel here. And then it has a dead end too, but it also has an outgoing, and is it an incoming? So yeah, I don't want to break the setup. Obviously I don't need this many bins in here. Finish this setup because it looks like if I go and I check this bin right here, this might be the end of the line. So there's nothing in that one, and this one's full. So yeah, this is the end of the line. Nothing and 3,000. So it is kind of weird, but I'm wondering how I can go and set it up to have a big storage bin, one that just takes all this helium, or do I let it back up into the system? So then I want to organize it in such a way that these bins end up all kind of in the same spot. I'm trying to make it so that it's easy for me to go and get all this stuff. Alright, I did it. I've got all 6 of them hooked up all the way over to here, back out over to here. Got the dish, got the huge storage area, and it looks like base looks pretty good. I went and I have these nice and low. I tried to keep them fairly low. And as you can see, you can run down here, and so it keeps it kind of low to the ground. And then you end up going up a little bit there, and then up a little bit over here. So it adds nice levels, which I like.
Put it in gear.
As an added bonus, it makes for like a little Daymog racetrack you can drive around in. There we go. Kind of fun, right? Does it drive under it? Oh, it does. Look at that. It just squishes underneath the tires. That's cool. So just in the time to set it all up, I ended up with like 10,000 mass. But it's nice being able to see all my numbers in one spot. So, liking that. And then you run over here, and I should see all my helium, which I don't know if these tanks are working. They don't feel like they're working. So I'll have to figure that out. But in the meantime, seems like the base is running just the way I want it. I did notice over here I was having issues with being able to access these benches. So I ended up having to move the benches around. but now they're in a position where I can come in here and start banging out parts. And as an added bonus, because of this whole setup, I go over here, I can go and sell it over at this kiosk. I don't even have to go and hunt all over the universe trying to find sellers and buyers. And look, it's already refreshed to the 1.25 million that's in here. So it refreshes really quick, and it really does stop that grind and makes your base so much more useful. There's also these smaller helium tanks. Well, this one's actually, it'll hold anything. I would just put adaptive frames in it, but it has the 99.99 for the storage as well. As far as other ones that there are in here, so that's the helium tank. And so this forklift actually acts as a storage tank. And same with all of these different storage tanks. So that's pretty good. Alright, YouTubers, well, as you can see, I've got the base all kind of set up. I have a bunch of buildings. I have some stairs going through. So because I placed everything the way I did, kind of wraps back around on itself, and you can start putting stuff in between. I guess that's why it's really nice to have this modular system where everything it kind of fits into each other. So it's working out really good and making a pretty awesome base. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do the next thing, which is to go and get my XP rebuilding. Well, there it is. There's my base. I think it's a massive improvement. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for liking and subscribing. And come back for more Starfield information, base building, and shipbuilding.